Yo, what is up everybody? How you doing today? It's your boy Audacity here. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. But today I'm going to be talking to you about Modern Warfare 2 beta review. So this weekend was the second weekend of the beta, and it was the final weekend of it. And they also had the open beta this weekend, which gave me access to play it since I really haven't come to a decision whether or not I want to pre-order the game or not. All I gotta say is before we get into the beta review, I decided already after playing the beta that I am going to be pre-ordering it. So before I get into the review here, let me know down in the comment section below what you honestly thought of the beta. What were some of the positive things that came out of it and the negative things that they hopefully will improve before the game comes out. But let's hop right into this beta review here. I'm going to start off with the positives, which are that I honestly really enjoyed playing this game. That's one of the biggest things for me that came out this weekend was I played COD all weekend, and when I could, I enjoyed it. Like, it wasn't one of those where, oh, I'm forcing myself to play just because it's a beta and I really want to get a good glimpse of how it is or whatnot. But no, I really enjoyed this beta. Like, even when I was playing by myself, I was having a lot of fun, which that's one of the things that has come up with the recent CODs, for me personally, is that I cannot continue to play a Call of Duty unless I'm playing with friends because I'm just not enjoying it. But from this beta, I enjoyed every single minute of it, honestly. So that's one of the biggest things that I think came out of it that's hyping me up a little bit for Modern Warfare 2 when it comes out. So one of the first things I noticed with the beta was the maps, the map design, the layout, and the colors with it. Because if you look at 2019 color-wise with the map, it was a little bit bland, grayish. There wasn't too many colors and brightness like Black Ops 4, for example. But in this, for the MW2 maps that we got so far, they were a little bit more colorful than 2019's, which is something I like to see. I like a little bit more variety of colors in video games rather than just gray, old, muggy look, that little feeling right there, which was really nice to see. But another positive thing that I really liked that I feel like Infinity Ward has done phenomenal with, especially in 2019 as well, was the weapon animation. Like the way like you would view the gun and reload, it just looked so smooth. That's one of the things that I think that they do pay really good attention to when it comes to getting that done correctly, which I feel like with that as well, they should look at other things instead of solely focusing as much as they do on that. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about here is sort of a two-part. It has a good and a bad, and that is the weapon progression / the customization. Like, I like how they have it set up here to where, like, if I'm using the M4 and I get that gun max and I lock all these attachments, that goes towards, like, the Icarus, the M16, the F-TAC Recon, and the Hurricane. But one of the things that I don't like about it is that I have to use the M4 to unlock 2 other guns, and then I have to use those other 2 guns to lock 2 more, vice versa. If that's for every single, for the SMGs, the LMGs, the ARs, all of that, which that's nice because of the attachments for it, but it sucks because of the fact that normally it's just you hit a certain level and you lock a gun and you can level it up that way. But with this right here, you're required to use one weapon in order to unlock the one you want. That's something that I really do not like how they did with that. Because like I was playing the beta, I was enjoying it. For the 4 classes that you start out with, the ones that they already have made for you, I really was drawn to the Hurricane. I was loving slaying with that. I was having a fun time. And then I found out that I have to use the M4, get that to the point where I unlock the Recon, and then after I get the Recon to a certain level, then I can use that, which it sucks because I was slaying, I was having fun, I wanted to do my own customization with it, but I wasn't due to the fact that I had to go through this whole like tree progression in order to get it. So I don't know, I have mixed feels with that. It's more of a negative with me, which starts off here on this negative trend, which actually has more to it than the positive, which it's a beta, so hopefully they'll get some of these negatives fixed by the time that the game actually comes out, but it's Infinity Ward, so who knows. Let's hop right into it. So the first major thing that I feel like everybody can agree with me on is the time to kill in this game. It is way too fast. The fact that by the time I get like an indication of me getting looked at, I'm dead. Like I can't even move, react, or anything like that. And the fact that like a pistol in this game, like from a decent range, is like a 2-shot. Like that shouldn't be. Like they need to really up the time to kill a little bit here. Like not to the point where I gotta put a full mag into a guy in order for him to die, but like just a little bit here to where like I can have some reaction time to it. But while we're on the topic of time to kill, let's go into the movement perspective in it. Since the time to kill is way too fast, let's go into how loud your freaking footsteps are in this game. Like, Modern Warfare 2019 had decent footsteps when it came to like being able to hear them. Like, if you had dead silence activated, you could not hear them at all. But like, if it wasn't activated, like it wasn't to the point where it sounded like an elephant walking around. Like, that's how footsteps are in this game. Like, people are just camping back, sound whoring with their headsets and just waiting for people around the corner, which has affected like some of these games where you have one life, like Search and Destroy. It has come to the point with that to where it's like Valorant and CSGO, where you have to basically sit there and crouch walk the entire time to get anything to happen, which that's not what Search and Destroy is in Call of Duty. It's completely different than how it is in CSGO or Valorant, which is completely mind-boggling how they would go from having decent footsteps in the game to just completely making it to where it sounds like an elephant is walking around. Which, another thing going on with that is dead silent. Why did they do this again? They had it in 2019 where they made it a field upgrade instead of a perk, but in this they completely switched it to where now you have to have an activation button to activate it. And when you do that, it does a radio signal to where enemies can get notified basically that you are activating dead silence, so they're on the lookout for you. Like, I don't know where they got this idea that was a good idea, but it obviously was not, because I've seen so many clips of people activating it and people just now knowing where they are, because it sounds like a pretty loud signal. It's almost as if somebody's walking. Like, if a guy's crouched or prone or whatever and they activate it, it's like they can hear their footsteps, like of them walking around the corner, which that's something that needs to either be nerfed, like they need to take out that sound completely. Like, now that they have an animation for it, take that out, basically just take it back to where it was in 2019, where you just activate it and it's a good go for there, or just make it a perk. That's another thing I want to talk about here is the perks in this. I don't like it sort of how, like, it's progression. Like, at the beginning, you start off with 2 of your perks that you have set out of 4, and then as you progress through the game, getting kills and getting score basically, then you can unlock your 3rd and then your 4th perk. I don't know, I feel like more of, like, we should just have it to where you spawn in with 4 perks, because I honestly feel like people don't really push around as much until they have all 4 of their perks, because, like, their last one is like Ghost or whatever, to where that's a key factor right there for when UAVs are active. So they're just going to wait back, get their 4 perks, then they're going to push around. If they want this to be a fast-paced game, which I know it looks like they're making it more of like a tactical, sort of like Rainbow Six Siege type of game, but that's not what Call of Duty is, in my opinion. Call of Duty is more of a fast-paced type of game, but what do I know? It's not like I've been playing Call of Duty since 2006 or anything like that. But once again, they're having it to where lobbies disband after the game is over, which can only mean one thing: skill-based matchmaking, which I do not know why they haven't learned from how many years of them implementing this in the game to us complaining about it. This is Call of Duty. This isn't to where we're trying to make it fair for everybody. Like, you're either good at the game or you're bad at the game, and the only way you can get better at the game is to continue playing it. Like, back in the day with me, I'd get my ass kicked playing COD, and what did I do? I didn't whine about me playing against Prestige 10 or whatever. I just tried to get better so I could be him one day. Now it's the point where, oh, we got these guys that aren't as good, so we're gonna pair them against people who are the same skill level. No, that's not gonna help you at all in life. Like in sports, if you get your ass kicked by a better team, that's only gonna make you get better. The same thing with video games. If you're playing up against a guy who's better than you and you get your ass kicked, you're going to learn from that. You're going to learn to how you should move around the map, what angles you should do, what weapons to use. I just don't get it how they just don't make a ranked playlist and a non-ranked playlist, to where if you wanted to play just normal whatever and not have to worry about skill-based matchmaking, you play the unranked playlist. But if you want to play like skill level, to play against people like your skill level, you go to the ranked playlist, or have league in this. Like, just do it that way. Don't implement it to where everybody in the community is gonna be penalized just because some people aren't as good as others. That's how you go through life. Not everybody is going to be good at something. Alright, so I'm not going to go more into skill-based matchmaking, because I can make this video right here turn from a 10-minute video, like how it's on progress, to being into a 30-minute video just complaining about that much. But overall, I'm excited for Modern Warfare 2. That this is honestly the first time in a while that I've been actually sort of excited for a COD. Was not excited for Vanguard, and it played out just like I thought it was going to. But yeah, so anyways, like I said in the beginning of this video, let me know what you think down below on Modern Warfare 2, whether you're excited, not excited, what you think they should change and shouldn't change, vice versa. But overall, I think it's going to be somewhat of a decent COD if they listen to their community. Right there is going to be the main factor in whether this is going to be a good COD or a bad COD, if they listen to their community. But anyways, hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll see you on the next video or live stream. It's your boy Audacity. Peace out, everyone.